Our prayers have been answered. Shavkat Rakhmonov is going to be fighting Belal Muhammad. Christmas gift is coming early. This one is going to be for the welterweight title, and I'm fucking buzzing for this fight, man. I am buzzing for this fight. This is kind of the fight we all thought. Shavkat he's going to be out a year by the time this fight happens, in and around a year. He's coming off that submission over Wonderboy, which I would rather a more conclusive fight to get you that number one contender fight, because like Wonderboy just got knocked out by Joaquin Buckley, and Joaquin Buckley's never going to win anything in his entire life, and he's fighting for the belt now. So he does deserve it because he was on a tear. You know what I mean? Like Jeff Neal as well. Like the dude's never finished or never seen the judges. Shavkat finishes in all of his fights. One of the most complete fighters that you can find. But there's one talking point I want to know. How good is Shavkat's takedown defense? Belal is going to be in his face, but Shavkat's also going to be in Belal's face, which is exactly where I think Shavkat is going to win this fight. Belal's kind of game plan is forward pressure. He beat Leon from forward pressure and constant wrestling. He beat Vicente Luque with the wrestling. He beat a one-arm Gilbert Burns, not from the wrestling, but you know what I mean. And he's looked good, man. I don't want to pick against Belal simply because he just seems to win every single time. But I think this is a bit of a different fight than he's ever fought. I think Leon, Luque, Burns, you know what I mean? Luque, Burns, and people like that, they were kind of the past of the welterweight division. Shavkat is the future. And I think Shavkat's going to have so much success with the clinch work in this fight. Knees up the middle. He's going to be in Belal's face. And with this time, he actually has some power. His striking is very good. He's very fluid. He's very elusive. And he can take Belal down as well. I think from Shavkat, what I'm doing is I'm seeing if I can get Belal down early. And if I can get Belal down early, that's a mental win. Because Belal's going to be thinking, fuck, like he can get me down here. I need to be careful of this as well. Because this has some serious submissions. Like he finishes fights via submission as well. But Belal can definitely win this fight. Let's not get this twisted here. Belal Muhammad definitely has a chance, unfortunately. Because if Shavkat's takedown defense does not hold up and he can't get back to his feet, he's kind of fucked. Because Belal is one of the best forward pressure wrestlers in welterweight. Probably the best forward pressure wrestler. Him and Usman are two of the best wrestlers in the division. And if Shavkat's takedown defense doesn't hold up, you could see Belal Muhammad get a decision here. Remember the decision. That's very possible in this fight. Belal, I shit on Belal just as much as anyone. Like, it's funny. But I gotta respect the guy. Like, he's beaten everyone. He's the champ. He beat Leon Edwards in his backyard. Like, you kind of have to respect what Belal's done. But I do think this is his worst stylistic matchup. I think Shavkat's one of the worst stylistic matchups for anyone in the division. But Belal especially, because he's striking is just too many holes. I see so many holes in Belal's boxing where Shavkat can do so much work. Like, he has so much success with fucking Leon, because Leon does not like being backed up. And let's be honest here, when Leon's not in the flow and when Leon's not doing his thing, picking at range, and you've got nothing for him, he breaks. He mentally breaks because he's, you know what I mean? Like, he just mentally breaks. Like, he has quit in him, unfortunately. And Leon Edwards is my favourite fighter in UFC for years. But I've got to say it how it is. Like, he's got quit in him. And, I knew that going into the second Usman fight, I should say. And he was getting dominated in that fight. And then, I was kind of worried Belal might be able to do that. But then again, I looked in the third Usman fight. And then I saw in the Colby fight as well that he was able to keep the takedown defense on point. But Belal just went in there and had such a forward pressure game. That's not going to work against Shavkat, in my opinion. I think Shavkat's going to have too much going at Belal. Like, Leon doesn't really throw that much. He's not really not an active fighter, but is in regards like an active output kind of fighter. Like, he picks his shots. He doesn't just throw loads. And not to say Shavkat doesn't pick his shots, but Shavkat's going to have a lot more output in this fight. He's got more ways to win. I think he's going to finish Belal. And if I was to bet, I'd probably go with a fourth round submission. That's just kind of my early thing in my head, or a fourth round TKO. I think he can finish Belal, man. I think he can. Belal was able to do what he wanted to Leon. He's not going to be able to do what he wants to Shavkat. I don't think. He could have the wrestling to just tear up Shavkat's world. because we don't know how good Shavkat's takedown defense is. But if you were to guess, I mean, the dude's pretty complete everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he could be a savage as regards no one can take this dude down. And my God, if Belal Muhammad cannot take him down, he is absolutely fucked. You know what I mean? But I do think Belal experience is a big one. You know what I mean? Belal's got confidence coming off that Leon win. And also, Belal's cardio is extremely good. You know, people can shit on Belal all they want. Like, you got to give him his credit where it's due. And I can see a way Belal wins the fight. It's not as if this is hopeless, but I just think Shavkat's so dangerous. And the proof's in the pudding. Like Leon was dangerous, but Leon's a decisionator. He loves the decision. And Shavkat has never gone to the judges. I think he's 17 or something like that at all, and he's got fucking 17 finishes. That's fucking impressive. And he's fought some top 5 guys like Jeff Neal, Wonderboy, finished Neil Magny as well. You know, the dude's an absolute fucking beast. But this is his best. This is his biggest step up today as well. You know what I mean? I do think it's Belal's hardest stylistic fight, but I also think this is Shavkat's hardest fight. But I just see the forward pressure of Shavkat cancelling out Belal's forward pressure, and Shavkat being too good on the feet, knees in the clinch. When he's up against the cage as well, knees there. I think he's a bit too quick for Belal as well. He's got some power because Belal's very hittable on the feet, and but Belal, you know, he's got a decent jab. It's not as if his boxing's tragic. It's decent enough, but I think Shavkat's way better, to be honest with you. And I think that's where he's going to be able to find this. If he cannot take Shavkat down, I see Shavkat finishing him. But I also think if Belal can get him up against the cage and take him down and hold him down, you know, answer those questions of, okay, you're good everywhere, but let's see how good you are, you know, getting back to your feet and shit like that, and your takedown defense, because no one to the level of Belal has fought Shavkat and been able to hold him down. But Shavkat hasn't fought anyone to the level of Belal up till now, which is fucking insane of me to even say that, because Belal, like, somehow wins. He's like Drickus. Please, the MMA gods out there, please, Max Holloway and Shavkat at the end of the year as champions. And if Shavkat finishes him, that is just the best. That is just the best shit ever. A lot of people are giving Belal credit for taking this fight. I don't know why. You know what I mean? He's the champion. He has to fight the next contender. He's not really that active. Like, he's fought. By the time this fight happens, and let's say he doesn't fight till, you know, May or something, he'll have two fights in 2 years. So he's not really that active. Like, he beat Gilbert Burns, sat out, waited for his title shot after a year. Now he's coming back 6 months later. The 3-month title defense days of Volk and Izzy and Usman are truly over. But anyway, so that's kind of my first impressions of the fight. I'm going Shavkat 4th round finish, 4th round submission. And let me know what you think about this in the comments. Thanks for watching.